what is going to make this twin flame and higher level of, I would say twin flames. I'm going to be very intentional about this training because it's like I don't feel like this is something that is for everybody. So I'm just going to just say it. This is a story about a twin flame, a twin flame, a connection. And but this one is particular because this is a twin flame story that broke every rules that everybody, each and every one of us, those who are going through the journey, who understand the concept, and who doesn't care about labels anymore at this point. But like I need to create a context so everybody can understand this journey. Like what I'm trying to explain, what I'm channeling right now, is going to be very surgical, like spiritually. But anyway, just imagine a twin flame from two separate beings who are physically in the physical. They are not even close to each other. This is something that is happening in the 5D at all time, from the beginning to the end. There is no communication, but 100% awareness of the other's existence for for their own story. Even though in this moment of time, in this timeline, there was a lot of things that you didn't know also, that you were still learning, you understand? And remember, this journey just began. You just awaken from a special kind of divine connection that you kind of always manifested, that you always wanted, but you manifested in a place of trauma. Do you understand? Like you manifested in a place of trauma, because of like the family that you are living in, and the things that are happening to you, that you're witnessing, that you are that you're experiencing. But also what it does to you in mentally, in your faith, emotionally, all of that create a programming. I hope you're following me. Anyway, this is two individuals, to come back. I don't want to get lost, but to come back to the story, this is two individuals who were kind of on the same level spiritually. At least they were people that were looking for. They had this like a innate high level of intuition, of discernment. But this is two people who really channel it in a different way and utilize this in a different way too. Same trauma. Do you understand? It doesn't have to be like this exact, but this is the same trauma. Trauma from the parents, from the father figure and the mother figure. This is the distorted one. Both had distorted, like how you say that, upbringing. Okay, both. There's no difference, but this is two different people who channel the feminine and the masculine in a different way, right? Both in their own respective perspectives, in individuality, free will, all of it, all the goodies. Okay, we already know. These people are aware of each other, but they never met in the physical. But there is like this, there was a communication that was initiated by one twin flame, the one who got awakened first. And most of the time in this story, actually, for sure in this story, this is the divine feminine, the feminine, the one that identified more as a feminine, as a receptive energy, who had to experience understanding why they were never balancing their own energy, because they were just not in their receptive energy, but they were working towards being this, the divine feminine. Anyway, so she initiated the first contact because she was awakened first, because her power is dream sight, foresight. This is someone who have dreams, who are very connected to the divine, there's an obedience about this twin, this one twin, right? This divine feminine. So when she knew and it was confirmed by the divine, she approached this person in the place of course, not her feminine energy, because she's moving towards the divine, the supposedly divine masculine with the masculine energy, but is distorted. Let's keep up, right? Okay, so she approached him with a first contact, but never had anything from these people. So in her perspective, she thinks, oh, he's scared. She's very understanding. Like I said, she's in her distorted feminine, like she's in her shadow, not in the evil. Shadow means, you know what I mean, a lower frequency, a frequency where you don't see your true self. Do you understand? Like there's like this idealization that is almost dangerous, because there's no boundaries, there's no understanding yet, because you are experiencing, right? Like this journey, this beginning of this twin flame is going to teach you the most incredible, lesson of your life. Do you understand? About yourself. But anyway, so in her perspective, oh, he's scared. She's very understanding, because she's used to give to people who don't give shit, and people who love to self guilt trip her into giving even more, into feeling that she's not doing enough, that she's not enough, that she's not beautiful. She's dealing with a lot of shit. In his perspective, like I said, they are in the same level, like spiritually, right? At least in the beginning, the individual understanding of spirituality, the occult is different. It's utilized in a different way. And there's one who's, gambling with a lot of shit, a lot of energy that they shouldn't. And there's another one who understand the sacredness of energy, of free will. This is someone that doesn't want to be content. This is not someone who wants to be chained. This is someone who's running away from control, people who try to put her in a box. Okay, she's constantly in running away. She constantly have to move, because she's looking for home. And what people don't understand about this divine feminine, this energy, is that she is like, her resilience, yes, there's a naivete, because she come and jump into a connection with an open heart, and very, very sincere, very genuine, like, but unfortunately she's received, not really received, but she's welcomed or not really welcomed anyway, by people who are not, like they're scared. They're scared, and their reaction is to think about how they can gain from that, because it means that, oh, she's open, so she's gullible, she's naive, I can take anything from her. And what they don't understand is that yes and no. you take as much as you can, because she allowed it, but she allowed it because right now she's seeing you as someone who's a good person, who's someone they can work with. Oh, they thought they found family, because this is how you appear to them, this is how you wanted to be perceived. But time will always reveal the truth, right? And then what you don't expect is that at the moment she see the truth, she's out of here. Do you understand? And you're like, oh, boom, first lesson. Being open-hearted and being kind doesn't mean that you are someone that can be manipulated. You understand? Who will accept manipulation. You can be manipulated in not because you're not aware, because you are perceiving someone who, it's like, it makes no sense to come into a connection, to greet people that you have never met before with a nasty attitude, when, you know what I mean? When you can just like be polite, have manners, and being positive, and then at the moment you see who they truly are with their shadow, boom, you put the mirror in their face. But the way it's being reflected back is like they would have never expect that. Of course, that's the whole point, right? So this is the divine feminine. So you see her perspective. So now you have the divine masculine, who is supposed to be the giver, the one who take action. And this man sees something. He knows what it is, because she showed proof of that when she came with that communication. She told him about who she is. And you understand? So there was a confirmation in a dream also for her, And this is when it was confirmed by the divine in a dream. This is when she started having all the dreams. So at that time, she thought it was past life. now with a more advanced mind, I will say that past life, alternate realities and parallel it's the same shit. There's no time. But anyway, this is this is another subject for another video, I guess. But anyway, so she saw all those confirmations in dreams and sight and visions and things. You understand? So it was sure that she was addressing. She knew this person was, and this person had a special connection with her. But this masculine, these others are the twin who was supposed to be in their masculine, their authority, and their leader, but who was pretending to the world that they have their shit together. Truly in spirit is very small, very little. Even in the dream of this divine feminine, the way he appears in her dreams, this person is very small. His height is very small. And the funny part is that in reality, this person is taller. Do you understand? They appear so grandiose. They do everything so grandiose. They are in charge, right? They're successful. This other twin, this divine masculine, this supposed to be divine masculine, who's a distorted masculine in this moment, in this timeline. They're successful. They got money like that. I'm being very precise about this story right now, okay? This is someone that everybody knows. This is a star, okay? This is someone that everybody knows. Everybody knows about this person. This person was successful, making it look that they are the creator. They are the trend center. They are the one. They are the leader. They are the kind one. They are the one who doesn't mind giving. Yeah, they're a good person. They give. They're a giver. No, this person is a selfish mother lover. And I'm being very nice, but what I really meant is this is a nasty motherfucker who like to pretend that they are good, but they see people, they use their ability, their dark empath qualities, because they are wounded and they chose to be wounded. This is what they chose to, because like I said, they also come in with trauma and blah 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 blah, right? But this person is in their pity mode, in their victim mood they've been in this energy forever. But the thing is that they were kind of successful doing it, but in a very like a magic illusions. You know what I mean? Pretending. But the whole time this person is stealing energy, harvesting energy from their other twin, who they know. Also because they have confirmation in their dreams. They probably know even before this person was aware and contacted them that they were capable of stealing, harvesting energy from the twin flame. Whatever the level, but this is a twin flame journey. This is any concept that you have of twin flame, this is for you. Because this is the concept that actually has many concepts in one. Everybody has their own personal vision and experience about twin flame, and there's not one definition. It's like there's not one definition about it. Whatever you think and you perceive that is a twin flame journey, and could be, some people say that it could be like a family member, something is it's a lover, some say call it true flame, and then there's false flame. Any concept that you have about this, let's say that this is all true, okay? Let's say that. I want everybody to be completely like open in the mind, because there's no need of limitation here, okay? The story, the experience that you are living, and the way you choose to name it, to label it, is true. It's true. We are all right. We are all wrong. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so this person over there is using their abilities to really manipulate people. But the worst part is they really think that they are so intelligent, because they've been getting away with it for a long time, harvesting. But the thing is that their pool, it was extreme. They were completely at the opposite, and the pendulum just swung back, because it was time. It was time for that divine feminine to now, because I'm telling you, it's going hot for her. For this person, is going so great. They're breaking records. They are having more money. everybody's talking so great about them, and it's working. It's working. The harvesting is working. But they have to manipulate the energy and make the other one, the divine feminine, think that they will hear, they are here. You know what I mean? So they come and manipulate the dreams. They come and they appear that they care about this person. The divine feminine fall for it multiple times. So she had different intense, dreams that are also revelation, but also things, alternated realities, things that's happening, that's mirroring in another place. Do you understand? Where you guys are actually together in the physically. Because when you wake up, there's no communication. There's complete separation, right? Like you remember, like we back, like everything is in the 5D. So now she's going through it while he's having success. Her, oh my God, karma, lessons on lessons on lessons on lessons. Hard one, harsh one. She's going dark night of the soul. She's having she's scared of closing her eyes because she's seeing shit. This divine feminine has no idea she has so many enemies from it's so deep. This story, it's so deep. It's family members. People knew her, seen light from her from when she was like a baby. Things that people that heard of her prophecy. Like this is huge because this is someone who carries a lot of power. A lot of power that she utilized even without a full knowledge, and effortlessly while being so divinely protected. But don't get it twisted. The thing that the divine allowing her to experience are extremely harsh. Because that's what it takes for you to be able to identify the most sneakiest, the most wickedest, wicked manipulation and harvesting and spiritual crime that people commit to take what belongs to you, to separate you from your soul tribe, from home, from you being whole. Do you understand? With the audacity and the stupidity that this plan will work forever. Do you understand? So this divine feminine is going through it in the opposite side, right? Until she is forced to acknowledge the truth. Acknowledge, I will say accept it, what you always seen, because like I said, she had dream sight. She always had confirmations. She always been like pushed by the universe to trust, to believe in her own abilities. And she did in some extent when she never hesitated. Actually, when you think about it, she never hesitated when it was time, because it was always about her livelihood. And there's something about that she hates the most. It's when people try to put her in a box, when people get it completely fucked up, like they didn't get it, even though she was very clear about her energy. Like I say, she constantly leaves situations. She constantly have to move away, prove people that you cannot control me. You think that I'm going to stay because I need you, I need this job, or I need this money. But no, what I need is my peace. What I need is my peace to create. What I need is my peace. This is home to me. Misery, I don't do this shit. I don't do this shit. And at the moment I am channeling it and I feel it, and it's like, I'm out of here. Because it's not my frequency, so it makes me feel uncomfortable. And this divine feminine, she stays because like she's smart. Like the way she moves with the universe is like at the moment her antenna detect this danger, this path that she can feel is no bueno. She's patient. She look around. She becomes even more like sharp in her mind. Do you understand? It's like there's no more open-hearted. No, she shut down. She go down, like she shut down. She don't talk anymore. because now it's time to plan an exit, to be very intentional about, like, now you know everything that you need to know. You might not know what is coming after that, because like there's nothing. This divine feminine had to leave situation with nothing, restart over. It always seemed like she was starting over, all over again, over and over again. Do you understand what it takes to even mentally at certain points to get to a place where you already know how this shit is gonna end? Like, you already know, okay, where is the door? Like, like, what am I supposed to, okay, I gotta go, okay, that way, okay. Do you understand? This is where this divine the divine feminine is, you know, in her distorted journey, while she's seeking for this for divinity, for peace, that she is not going to budge. She showed them. I mean, she's been telling them. That's the difference between this divine feminine, this feminine. Let me just make it simple. This feminine twin flame and his divine and a masculine twin flame energy. We talk about energy, okay? The difference is that she is really strong in her spirit. When she showed up in her dreams, she's always bigger than everybody. Her energy, the way she walks in her dreams, the way she even see herself in her own dreams, when she see herself with this masculine twin flame, she's the one who give. And to even tell you how much this shit is deep, I'm gonna get now even more precise in this story. She had one dreams about this twin flame masculine, where she saw herself like gather energy, like powerful energy, independent. In something like it was like a jewelry or a crystal, something. You could see in the dream that like the energy, the all the colors and the light that was gathering this energy. She concentrated all this power in one object, and she gave it to her twin flame. And she said to him, "Go show the world who you really are." Now keep in mind, remember that dream, okay? Remember that dream. So you see her attention already in the dreams and how he is, right? So she's fighting demons, but until the universe is forcing her to see that, okay, now look around you. Who is on your left? Nobody. Who's at your right? Nobody. Who's behind? Nobody. Beyond? Nobody. But me, God, me, the divine, us, your ancestors, we've been here. We've been the one like whispering in your ears while you sleep, or coming to your dreams. Grandmother energy, grandfather energy, uncles, people that died, people that are no longer here, that you lost along the way, that was also considered as a sacrifice. But these people, not as a sacrifice that people that masculine twin flame does. No, because yes, I'm going there. I am going there. I'm talking about death of spirit, physical death. Plots bigger, all to make someone forget who they are. So this divine feminine always had this power, right, over him. She was always more gifted, more advanced, more ahead. And it's a very lonely journey when you have to be like that. Being aware before people. Being like it's like you already it's like in this divine feminine's mind, she already done with the civilization. Do you understand? She figured out the whole thing, and she's still open to learn even more. She's constantly learning more. That's why the universe and the divine loves her. That's why she's so protected. That's why she's back. That's why the ancestor, like, do you understand? That's why those physical deaths, these people who are no longer here from her ancestors and people that she's experienced in life. That's why they had to go, even though their own tragic death was not, from her own decision or from her own doings. No, not her. It was the choices. It was the way it was supposed to end. But the backup that this divine feminine has, the lineage that she has behind her, the legacy of light that she has behind her is tremendous. And that's why there's a big plot behind that. Because while she's over there in La La Land and still learning and gathering more of her power and uncovering more of herself, she's also very oblivious about things that all the things that she is, because she is distracted by all this drama and all these people coming at her, and she doesn't know where she is. And when she finally finding out, it's like, oh, so destructive. She has to leave, and then she has to heal from it, and then she has to put herself back into the world again to be receptive of more blessings. Do you understand? This is surgical. It's life. It's everybody's life right now. Everybody's life. So when she's finally being pushed to realize that, okay, this person is, it's been playing you. Now she's recalling all these dreams, but like with a different perspective. Those little red flags that she chose to ignore when she was seeing these dreams, seeing these visions, or felt the manipulation. She had to trust how she felt in her heart, even when the words were acting like they were aligned with love. She had to remember that she has also other senses that she needs to use, you know what I mean? Other antennas that she had to find the code. She had to decode everything. And all of it is easier when you just accept what it is. When you accept to feel the emotions in the moment, instead of like automatically suppressing and acting like it was not there. But she knows how to do that. That's why she keeps moving forward. That's why she, at that point where she's like, yeah, this person is manipulating me, and I'm over it. The energy, the power, and the force that that it took for this person to say straight to the universe, to God, please cut this energy from me. I don't want it anymore. I understand now. I don't want this energy anymore. I'm not scared to lose it. I'm not scared to move forward without it. Please save me from this energy. And then, of course, the universe, God, they were just waiting for this. That one big lesson about self-love. Constantly self-sacrificing yourself, not just only for this journey, because this journey is the reflection of all these other connections, family, friends, where you self-sacrifice, where you were bullied, where you became a bully, you became something that you were not, because of fear, because of insecurities, all of it. All the aspects of the shadow, the lower frequencies, right? But still, you chose with your free will, with your own free will, that this is not who you want to be. This is not where you want to stay. And you were brave enough to take the decision and move towards it. It's different. The divine feminine is different from the feminine, in the story. It's different from that masculine twin flame, who is distorted completely. So now she's gone. And now she has to go through the biggest grief, because this is something that you wanted, that you manifested. And now you're realizing that this person said that they acknowledge that divine contract and they don't want it. They don't want it. And said it. The whole universe witnessed it. Them say it with their energy, with their action. Because someone, being aware that you know that someone loves you more than anything in this world, that understands you in a way that you don't even know if you can understand yourself. Someone that is your shadow but also your light. Someone that is the feminine to your masculine, the masculine to your feminine. And you choose, you know that with all that knowledge, You've seen the light that it represents in your dreams too, because you had your own visions, but with your own triggers. You chose jealousy and envy. You chose to steal this energy, and you said, you knew that you had no intention to coming back to this person. You were too selfish, because you are still a hurt child who's still seeking for the attention that it never had, who were hurt in a way that was so wrong, so not fair. And you decided to just go on a complete like worldwide vendetta, where you using your energy to manipulate everybody and having this false sense of like God complex and power over people. You think like you running shit. 818, as I say that, like for real, you think you're running shit. You think that you unlock the power of the universe, but you ignore the most important law of the universe, that even the universe don't even break themselves. There's a law you cannot break. It's a fact. Everything that you have put out is the energy that you have created is yours. So it's yours to get at the end. It will be yours. You have claimed that you have created an energy. And at the moment this divine feminine say, this is not mine. Where do you think this energy is going to go back? What do you think? You ignore the most important thing about the universe, about the flow, about the opposite, the extremes of both extremity. Like you forgot everything because you didn't try to learn about it. You ignore it. You thought that you can get away with it because it's seen for so long that it got you somewhere, but yet you haven't found your heart. You are so dissatisfied about your life, all the success and the things that you are so like loud and bold about showing, exhibiting to everybody. You are so unhappy and so sad. But this divine feminine, her life and the things that people force upon her, yes, it's sad, but her energies of light, of joy. People remember her for a smile, for a warmth. They were all the people that betrayed her, family members, friends, people who had a nasty attitude about her, people who assumed, who were so completely blinded by their assumptions because they were like acting on their ego. If you see things with your ego, everything you see is just lying, pretending, a falsehood. So you perceive this divine feminine with your ego. And of course, you completely like went the opposite of the lies that you created. Of course, she was never that in the first place. So everybody's getting it. She's taking back her power, and all of a sudden, what you see, because then you have to see the mirror, the reflection of her calling back her power, remembering her. And I say her, it's not gender specific once again. Okay, I feel like, but we passed that, right? Please. We understand, okay, it's not gender, it's energy, right? But anyway, she's getting back all her glory. And now she understands, oh my God, yes, he was so much bigger than that because of the influence that she had. That people witnessed and wanted to act like they never saw, they never experienced it, they never witnessed it. Just for this person to feel like her energy, it doesn't matter. You rejected this person over and over again, thinking that she would never survive, that they would never survive. But they did. They did. And now you understand that you understand that the perception that you have of her is what you really wanted to believe. And you know that this whole life that you made is about you. All these people are just gonna go through it, right? Has this twin flame. Because now She's taking back her power. She's being aware of, oh, so everybody was harvesting from me. I allowed it because the way I chose to force this myself, this perception of what I wanted them to be, this higher potential that I can see them live in, but once again refuse to be in, to work for it. See? Finding back her balance, finding back, accepting the truth, letting go, releasing, blah, blah, blah. You know the story. It's your story. It's everybody's story. At some point, it is. So it's like, now he's losing it. He's losing everything. The thing that he's stealing, because it gained all of it from an energy that was not theirs. And you have committed a crime. A spiritual crime, playing with people's free will, with people, like belongings, like what is theirs, like their livelihood. You have taken what is not yours, thinking that it will prosper, when you don't have the code of that specific blessing, of that specific energy. It's not yours. Right? These people are always meant to fail. Even if they're going to eat and enjoy a victory, a false sense of victory, of course it's not gonna last. But they are the only one who are bold enough to think that it will. That itself is just so exhausting anyway. To move forward, this person, this masculine twin flame, is losing it. Everything is being exposed now. The thing that they fear the most. And they always had this energy. Don't forget that this person chose the shadow, and to disguise themselves as light, and to make someone who's light being seen as the shadow. And it's like the divine feminine came with, well, I'm both. And it's like now it's messing this divine, this masculine, and people who embody this energy, who doesn't want to believe the divine feminine for who she is. She's like, wait a minute. She's defying everybody's perception and yes, because she's like, no, yes, I am that, and I'm this too. I am light, I am shadow. I come with my open heart. I will take that leap of faith. I will be brave, because I don't know you and I cannot assume that I don't know, but I will ask the questions. I will experience, I will be here until I'm no more, because it's just not the same frequency anymore. It's not the same understanding, it's not the same wish, hopes, no. And this is where they see the shadow of this light. Like that she's capable of being cold-hearted, to give harsh truth without stuttering, because she knows that they know what they did. So it's like, cut the bullshit, okay? And and they know. This masculine twin flame knew. That's why they never contacted this energy, because they already knew she wasn't the one that was not aware yet, at least. She didn't want to accept it, because she wanted to be in this connection so bad. And that's why it is bad about this journey. It's but it's the lesson in that too. It's that glamorizing toxicity, because deep down, the truth in your heart, you just want to be loved. And you think that because you want to be loved and you are so willing to give that love, but that love means accepting people's bullshit and torture and disrespect, because you choose to only see the higher self and what they're capable of giving, or what they give to you with what they breadcrumb you with, actually, until you realize that no, because when I came to you, when I give to you, I give in abundance. I give everything. I give even more, because I want you to be comfortable. But you, this twin flame, these people, this kind, this energy, this representation is symbolic, right? This twin flame is the symbol of all of your connections, all the connections that you're going to make, okay? So all of it is just a reflection. all of it is just a reflection. So now you realize they're realizing that you could be that shadow too. You could put everybody in the motherfucking place, but your intentions are always good. And it's hard because she understand this energy, understand this feminine energy, understand that you need to learn your lesson. You need to get that slap that you also received, but you chose another direction. You chose another way. And you let the justice like being delivered to you. Because that's how you proved them who you were from the beginning, what you were telling them that you were from the beginning. Like this feminine energy, this person energy, this embodiment of this feminine energy who's working towards their divinity, who's working towards like remember the higher self, walk as a higher self. They knew that. They've been telling these people from the beginning, like, this is who I am, this is what I like, I don't like this shit. Like I move like that. Like, please, you understand? That's why these people were always in the back, plotting and scheming and smiling in front of their face and promising things, but things were never coming. Always making you wait while you over there waiting and looking at them thinking like, you say you're gonna do it. For me, if you say you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. Because if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Because you showed me, you saw me do those things for you when you needed it without any hesitation. So why would you do that to me? Why do you want to be happy for yourself, but you don't want me to be happy? Do you understand? And it's like, why do you think that things are so easy to me when you see me struggling? You see me. Why are you holding back? The help, the support, the you know what I mean? All of it. When you know you can. When you know you've been guided to. You know your higher self is asking you to, but no. You chose to be used. You chose you chose to give your vessel to the lower frequency and entities, and they jumped into you and they used you and you enjoyed that shit because it seemed like you were winning. It felt good, right? So this divine feminine, twin flame, feminine energy, whatever, that's as back to her power and I've grieved this twin flame masculine. Now, plot twist. There is a plot twist in this. She is sleeping and she is hearing God talking to her. She's like in between two worlds. She's awake. It's like she can see herself sleeping, but she knows she's also asleep. She's like dreaming, or just in the in the 5D, in another realm. And she's hearing very clearly, we are creating a new twin flame for you. She got up like, huh? Because in her perception, like when she was going through this journey, everything she sacrificed, it was like she learned, she thought, that's why she read, because everybody has their own opinion and story about twin flame, blah blah blah, your own channeling. Anyway, she heard that, well, you only have one twin flame. But she knows what she heard. She heard clearly, we are creating a new twin flame for you. So it's like, at this moment, it's like, okay, what am I supposed to do? Should I believe in this? But yes, I should, because you always get me out of very sticky situations. So there's no reason. And this person is like, she's still uncovering her power, but at this level of in this journey, in this spiritual journey, and everything that she already had to go through with this twin flame for years, is like 3-4 years. This is like she knows a lot of things, more things than before, right? And she gained more courage and more resilience and strength, spiritual strength in this, right? So for her, she knows that, okay, there's a truth. You understand? I have to believe it. So she's just putting it aside in her brain and forgetting about it, going on in her journey. Fast forward, she is now like she's in another place. Do you understand? And in her energy, she's more willing, like her energy is more willing now to accept new. She has grieved, she has arrived at the, she has concluded the last step of grieving. This twin flame, this idea, this everything. She's seeing this person more and more for who they are, but she's patient because the world hasn't catch up yet. The other people haven't catch up yet. He's still winning. The person is still winning, but you want a very important part of the war. This twin flame war, this spiritual war, whatever you want to call it, honestly. But anyway, so her energy, its frequency has changed. So now it's like it's signaling another message to the universe that she's ready to learn have another information, to be enlightened. There's a piece of information about this journey that she's about to receive. In a flash, in a dream, in a feeling, in a shift, a feeling like something is shifting around her, and the universe, God, is going to give her a message, and that message is something that is going to remind her of the dreams that she had, a few years back. She had a vision of that, of a person, of this energy. She can see the face. She can see the face. She knows who this person is. This person is also someone that is kind of known in their community. They also very successful in their own right, but this is someone like she can recognize the face, but the energy for sure, the energy is hitting her in her chest, in her heart, and she's curious. And like I said, luckily she remembered the face, so she kind of knew how to research this person, and she found this person who is another person that, like I said, this is star energy. I'm seeing the card, the star energy, right? Someone who's like known in their own, like I said, whatever apply, right? For you. But in this story, this is too big energy. Everybody got big main character. You know what I mean? Big main character energy. Everybody's big in their own writing, that is there in the shadow, in the light. It doesn't matter. Like, this is big intense energy. This is a big story unfolding, okay? And all these different perspectives from them is very interesting. But so I'm giving more the feminine side and what she's uncovering, what she already uncovered too, right? But anyway, so now she has this confirmation that, oh, this is a divine counterpart. This is someone that I'm fated. She's fated to meet. And now it's different from when the first time she had like she uncovered about this twin flame. Like the energy is different. Her heart is more guarded. You understand? Like, yes, she grieved. Like she know that it's over. She's not gonna go back because like the level of disrespect is too much. And she at this point, like, she doesn't even know everything. Because it's worse than that. But she's open to this new energy, which is the true energy. Remember that we're creating this new twin flame for you. Some people will say some people talk about the concept of true flame and false flame, karmic flame and divine, whatever. There's so many terms and labels, right? But this is some people, perspective about this journey. So, but she knows in her heart is different. And because she saw like the fated kind of like a energy, because of her vision and the way she felt like she knows this energy, could past life, other realm. You already know the drill. We know, okay? But she knows this energy. This energy is familiar, but it hits her in her chest in a different way. But she is not going to reach out. She's just letting this energy evolve by itself, okay? So Anyway, I might make like a part 2 because I feel like I'm getting, this is too much. This is probably too much, but let me stop here, and I'm gonna do a part 2 in another video. All right.